Assist for GU.
7-1-305, and I see nothing hanging over the belt. Jones with a bucket, his 19th field goal attempt.
That's a lot of shots.
You know, if you're a scorer, if you're a shooter, you got to keep putting it up. You know, and talking to Coach Daniels before the game, he's really high on Jones. Was going to give him a lot of freedom, not only in tonight's game, but throughout the season, because he thinks he's going to be a key player for them throughout their season.
Yeah, and last year he was a walk-on at UCLA, so I believe only played 8 games last year, so he needs to play. And they need him to be confident and to understand that, hey, you need to be aggressive with your shot, because quite frankly, he's the only guy they have that can create his own shot. So while he struggled tonight, 4 of 19, that's not necessarily a bad thing, like you said, Dan. That might be just driving home the point with him. He hasn't been pulled or yanked because of a bad shot tonight.
No, but a lot of times what you can take from it is, okay, was this a good shot? Could I have made this shot an easier shot? And that's something that I'm sure that staff is going to take a look at. You know, he'll have to take a look and say, hey, if I give up my first one, am I going to get a better one down in the possession? And a lot of times that's true.
Karnowski now with 17 points. And 17, of course, leads all scoring. And Karnowski's going to go out of the game. Well, that's quite a debut, even though it's an exhibition game.
Yeah, and against a small team, and Nazarene, yeah, there's still a lot of basketball to be played, and he's going to have some serious struggles this year. Every freshman does, particularly bigs. I feel like there's more of a transition there for a big guy, but you definitely see the potential on the upside.
He was replaced by number 15, Rem Bakamus.
We talk about a transition. For bigs, it's always slower because they don't have the ball in their hands as much as guards, so they don't have a chance to get comfortable.
And also being a big is a much more difficult position, right?
Yeah, I don't believe that one for a second.
Barham and Hart both crashing the board there.
I don't know if I've ever had a big tell me exactly where I need to be on the floor as well as the other 4 guys. Now, point guard, you got to know where all 5 guys are as well as the defense and what to run and in what situations.
So what are you saying, that you're smarter than Richard?
Yeah, what's up with that?
I'm not necessarily saying it. I'm just kind of letting people come to their own conclusion. It's great to be back with you guys.
Yeah.
So glad you're here, Dan. So glad you're
Oh, boy.
It's going to be a fun season. Good team.
Draginas, Bakamus turned down the shot to the dismay of this crowd.
It's what you have to learn as a young redshirt walk-on.
Shoot it.
Yes. Get that opportunity, let that thing go.
That shot's long by Nichols. Under 4 minutes to play. Fake the 3, Nichols, mid-range.
He's put together a nice ball game. Really, the only guy's been able to get it going. 16 points on 7 of 11 shooting. And he's done a nice job of taking care of the ball here in the second half.
You know, if you look at that possession defensively from Gonzaga, it really wasn't a bad possession. One of the things that's hurt them in the past few years is opponents' three-point percentage. One of the things that Gonzaga wants to do this year is run teams off the three-point line and make them shoot 2s.
Ball knocked out of the hands of Bakamus, goes out of bounds. 3:19 to play. Gonzaga up big on Northwest Nazarene. We'll finish it up when we come back. Tonight's sub is Shemek Shua Karnowski, 17 points on 7 of 14 shooting and 8 rebounds. And he missed quite a few bunnies. He could have easily been up around 25.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And I think the first half in particular, only 7 points. He missed a lot of bunnies inside. But you saw in the second half, I think he just calmed down. He settled down, was patient, really did a nice job reading the defense. And obviously he's got a big size advantage, but you saw the skill set and the ability. He's going to have a tremendous freshman year.
That shot was blocked by Draginas. Loose ball picked up by Jones. His 20th attempt is short. And Barham with the rebound, and he's out of there with it. Let's slow it down.
We'll This crowd's calling for Rem Bakamis to get a look. His last 2.5 minutes. Let's see if they get one for him.
Barham step back is short. Loose ball out of bounds. Should be GU's. It is. 35 brand new clock and 2:37 to play.
I don't think that's Drew Barham's strength as a player right there, screening his own shot. I don't think Coach Pugh was too happy about that one.
Foul called here. Of course, the program lost Modest Murninghoff from a year ago as well, along with Marquise Carter, who left with graduation. Barham kind of filling the role of Murninghoff.
Well, that sharpshooter off the bench, although it never really developed for Murninghoff for a variety of reasons. He just never consistently was able to do that after his first 8 or 10 games as a freshman, where he was very, very good. But Barnhardt, like you talked about, Dan, he didn't play very much, probably at all at Memphis, but the level of competition and practice was such where he got better. And I think coming here and finding some time on the court, which is a real possibility, he's going to be comfortable. That transition from that transferring situation is going to be a little easy for him than it might be for most kids.
There's very few programs in the country that have the athletic ability of Memphis.
Oh, yeah.
And so he's seen the athletic ability. And so this is a program that I'm sure he's going to fit into much more quickly than a program like Memphis that places more emphasis on athletic ability.
Stockton with the rebound. Bakamis for three. Hart with the rebound.
Get him another
Back
look.
to Stockton.
Get him another look.
Oh, Jones.
This is a frustration foul from Jones. Now 4 of 22. Feels like he's getting fouled. Rather, thought he got fouled on that last possession where he had a couple offensive rebounds, and that's just a frustration foul.
This would be a great teaching point for Coach Daniels with Northwest Nazarene, as the night hasn't gone necessarily the way he would have wanted, being quote-unquote their go-to guy. But you got to be able to work through frustration and stick with the program and stick with your game, and things will turn out well.
Stockton hits the front end. And I guess we're going to announce our player of the game right now. And it is Guy Landrietti, 10 points, 5 of 8 shooting, 8 rebounds. He was a consistent player from the beginning. I guess that's the call. Could have gone with many guys, but why not Guy Landrietti?
I think he did exactly what you want to see him do throughout the course of the year. Score in transition, score off rebounding, make an occasional good cut, make yourself available to the ball, and play good defensive rebounding. He did that.
Bring energy, right? Yep. First and foremost, bring energy to the game. There's a loose ball. Branginas will shoot free throws. Foul called here on Jonathan Hawkins. Minute 23 to play.
Yeah, I don't think we've talked enough about Kyle. I mean, Shimmick's been so good tonight, but Branginas has put together a nice, not only 5 points on 2 of 6 shooting, but you can see his feel. And as he gets comfortable, you have to remember he's redshirting, he's a freshman, but this kid had a lot of success at the high school level. Two-time player of the year, Gatorade player of the year, averaged 24, 5, and 2, 24 points, 5 rebounds, 2 steals in high school. He's a good player. As he gets comfortable with the speed of the game, he's stronger than he was a year ago. He was not ready last year, but I think this year you could get some good minutes from him off the bench.
1 of 2. Hart knocks it out. Here's Branginas for 3.
Right on cue.
Hawkins working hard. Offensive foul. Mike Hart in there taking another charge.
I'd love to see that again. Mike was pretty.
Time now for tonight's play of the game, brought to you by Supercuts. Get in, get confident. Visit one of 15 local Supercut salons today. Supercuts, Gonzaga's #1 hair salon. It's that little pass from Stockton to Pangos.
A little brush screen too. After giving the ball up from David.
That was great. Create attention as the ball handler. Open a lane for Kevin Pangos. Takes it in. Goes under pressure.
Well, Rem Bakamis is going to get his chance at the free throw line. Rem out of Longview, Washington. This place will go nuts. First one's a little long. Look good, though. He's nervous right now, though, isn't he?
These
fans want this.
Unfortunately, I've been at practice a few times, and he's looked nervous at practice. So
There it is.
Good job. Way to step up and knock it down.
That shot is short. Rebound finish by Nichols. He's got 2 more. Nice game by him.
8 of 12 from the field. He's competed on both ends. 3 rebounds, 18 points. Really the one bright spot offensively for Nazarene.
Shot clock is off, so that's going to wrap this one up. Guys, the next one counts.
It does.
They're ready. They look ready.
I think there's a lot of great things to take out of tonight's game. Obviously, there are going to be some things to work on, but overall, I'd be very happy with tonight's game.
The head coaches will meet at midcourt, exchange pleasantries, as they say. And so now Gonzaga works on what this week at practice? What did they see tonight that they didn't like? I'll put you 2 on the spot.
I'd start with the rebounding, quite frankly. He gave him 16 offensive rebounds to an undersized Northwest Nazarene, and that's an issue that we didn't get into much during the game, but that protecting the glass, particularly the defensive glass, to me is a concern with Rob being gone and his presence on the glass. Maybe not in numbers, but just his physical presence. And I also think just small things, details, execution. They're going to get a lot more out of this exhibition type of scenario when they play Texas in that close scrimmage next week.
And what did we learn about Shemek?
I think what you learn from Shemek is he's a good player now. He's got a chance to be very good, and they're going to use him a lot this year.
Ladies and gentlemen, the season, let it begin. For Richard Fox, Dan Dickow, I'm Greg Heister. Good night from Spokane. The Zags win it 93-45. Have a great Sunday, everyone.